So I'm originally from a small town right outside of Madison, born and raised, went to school at UW-Madison, so I've been in the area most of my life. But then I got a job at PricewaterhouseCoopers in Chicago. I remember when I first started there was a 2-week training. A lot went into it, a lot of time and energy, but it was kind of at the end of that, it was more of a, okay, you're done, go out and work. You know, we're here at SVA, we do the onboarding training, we have all of that too, absolutely, but then you're having on-the-job training, working directly with the in-charge manager and sometimes even the partner. You know, you might have a review engagement where it's just you and a partner assigned, and so when you have questions, you're talking to the partner and you're learning everything directly from them. At PwC, I would maybe see an engagement partner once on a 4-week engagement. You know, the engagements are massive, they don't have time for that one-on-one, so that's something that I think is really a benefit of a smaller firm like SVA. When I was at PwC, you know, I worked in audits, so I would be put on an audit. They can be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, and as a staff, you know, you might be assigned 2 accounts. You could audit cash and accounts payable within that 6-week time period. So you're really only seeing during the course of that engagement such a small piece of what it all represents. When you come to SVA, because our clients are smaller, we'll do a full audit in a week. So as a result of that, and the team is smaller, you're getting assigned half the balance sheet accounts. You're seeing much more, much faster. And 2, after a couple years here, you're preparing financial statements. You're writing the letter that we give to management. Some of those things aren't being done until you're a manager at a Big 4 firm. The other thing too that's really nice about SVA is the contact with the client. I think in my entire time at PwC, I maybe was able to talk to a payroll accountant or a staff accountant. Not once did I talk to a controller or a CFO, let alone an owner. We're here at SVA, within a couple of years, I'm talking to the whole accounting department and sometimes even the owner, CFOs, controllers. So having that ability to prepare and work on all aspects of an audit, as well as have that client interaction, I'm just at a much faster pace, learning not only about their financials, but their business as a whole, which just really makes your career move in a much, much faster way. When I started at SVA, within a few years, I got married, I had 2 kids, pretty much back to back, you know, they're less than 2 years apart. So before I knew it, I was managing a household, my husband works full-time, and I realized that I was gonna have to scale back a little bit, especially during the tax season. I was a little nervous about bringing it up to my boss and the leadership team, but they really I came like with open arms, just saying, tell us what it is that you want and what's gonna work best for you, and come to us with it. And so I did. I laid out what I thought I could handle from a work-life perspective, and I presented to them, and they just said, okay. No way, shape, or form did they say that would impact my career path. I'm now a principal at this firm. I do work still the reduced schedule during tax season, and that flexibility still exists at my level. I knew a girl at PwC who wanted to scale back, so they allowed her to scale back, but she had to do it in a different role. It was more of an internally focused role versus an external with the client. It was the only way they could make that work for her. Where here I didn't have to give up my career path and where I wanted to head and what I wanted to do. I could just do it in a reduced time span. If I look at what sets SVA apart for me, top of that list is flexibility. Now my kids are a little older. They have sporting events, or they're just getting sick all the time like kids do. And so when they wake up and I'm like, great, I have a sick kid at home, SVA is, you know, they allow you to work remotely, or if you have to go somewhere early, you can work remote that day. That flexibility, just really for me, having the stress of having 2 young kids, managing a household, the stress of that, taking off some of that work stuff with the flexibility that they allow is huge for me, just from a work-life balance perspective.